And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Griffin in at the 4. And then for Memphis, Conley and Allen are the guard set. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill, the 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. Then there's Tayshaun Prince, and it's Randolph in at the 4.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
You know, guys, you look at the roster of this Memphis team, and they have a lot to offer. Size and strength inside, playmakers on the perimeter, and improving an outstanding point guard in Mike Conley Jr., but you have to wonder, have they hit their ceiling?
There's Conley, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. On defense, Memphis. Ball outside. Dishes to Griffin. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, Clark had talked about the Grizzlies don't have a megastar that other teams do to lean on in crunch time. Steve, you know, they traded the closest thing to that in Rudy Gay last season.
Well, closest thing is right, Kevin. Rudy Gay was not a superstar. He was very, very good, but if he was a true superstar, they would not have moved him. So I think they just felt like they couldn't afford Gay's contract. They wanted to move on and play through their big men, Gasol and Randolph. And I think in the end, probably a wise decision because the team performed very well without Gay anyway.
Now here's Allen. It's Prince on the wing. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
On his mind, the difficult task of defending Zach Randolph. He said, Randolph's especially tough because he's not only a go-to scorer on the low block in the pinch post, but also a guy who can pick up a lot of second chance points with his work on the glass. He's a 20 and 10 double-double guy for a reason. We'll have our hands full trying to slow him down. Guys, back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Conley kicks to Allen. The dish to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
And it's the Clippers' ball. Paul gets a screen from Redick. Griffin passes to Paul. He feeds it to Redick. Back to Paul. All alone. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just blanks the open jumper.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
Well, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Byron Mullins is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Barnes comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Prince. And that misses. That would have put him up. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Barnes.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Here is Bayless after the made shot from Barnes. Outside Conley. Conley left side. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bayless, and that one's on target from the wing. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Conley against Collison. Back to Griffin. He kicks to Collison. Stolen by Michael Conley. Oh, here comes Conley all alone.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
That's good from Bayless. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies out in... Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
Prince misses. Clippers trailed by 3. 3-on-3. Davis with the block, but he stays with it. Barnes dishes to Crawford. Goes back up. Good as the jump shot falls. Crawford's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Clippers. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hey, guys. Well, even though Blake Griffin is playing in the bright lights of Los Angeles, he seems to keep a relatively level head. Sure, he's rubbed a few guys in the league the wrong way, but he says, quote, for every 50 people out there that love you, there are going to be 50 people out there that hate you and say you aren't good. For me, it's not listening to either one. If anything, I listen to the negative more than the positive. Kevin, not bad advice.
Certainly a player to root for. Thanks, Doris. Prince kicks to Conley. There's 1:38 left here in the second. Now the pass to Pondexter. Bayless. Clock at 6. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
You know, the Clippers were a much improved defensive team last season. A lot of it comes from their point guard position where Paul can really ball hawk opposing ball handlers. And this team was first in the league in steals last season and top 3 in turnover differentials. Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And across the NBA, a lot of the offenses rely on that point guard to initiate things and get the team set up in the half court. If a floor general is being hounded around the whole time, it can really throw a wrench in the offense.
Well, for the Clippers, that was a big part of their defense last year. Chris Paul and Eric Bledsoe could both really pressure the point, but with Bledsoe now in Phoenix, I don't think the Clippers' defense is quite as good at the point of attack.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Collison over by Conley. Collison with it. There's the feed to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Crawford. Again, the Clippers.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Bayless the pass to Prince. Using his post move to get the 2 points. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Griffin sets the screen for Collison. Pass to Crawford. Back to Collison. Feeds to Barnes. Outside Collison. No good on the 3. Now Bayless. He's got 8. Passes to Pondexter. Kicks to Bayless. There's the triple. No good on the buzzer beater. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Grizzlies.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. Out at FedExForum, the Grizzlies in a tightly contested game against the Clippers. It dialed up the tempo, ripping and running. It's been a fun one to watch.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You have to like what we've been seeing from Bayless.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here. I tell you what, guys, I think most NBA fans can think back to last season when DeAndre Jordan had a dunk for the ages. I remember my son reached out to me by text and said, "Did you see what DeAndre did?" And it was major impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Guys, for Dave Yeager, the new Grizzlies head coach, 6 seasons with them as an assistant. Before that, he won 5 titles coaching in the minor leagues. Yeager said, quote, "This is a blue-collar town, and I'm a blue-collar guy. I came up the hard way. I came up through the minor leagues. This is something I've been preparing for a long time. Guys, he says he knows how to win. We'll see how he does."
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well. And for DeAndre Jordan's spectacular dunks are not the new. I read the other day a 9'6" standing reach. He can touch the rim on the tips of his toes.
I read that too. It's interesting. I mean, he's so big and yet so explosive off his feet. So I think he has the ability to be one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
Paul can't get it to go. The Grizzlies shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And Paul over to help. Prince guarded by Jordan. Allen outside. 5 on the clock. Randolph knocks it loose. Lets it go from the wing. And another miss by Memphis.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Allen against Paul. Conley dishes to Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Griffin a screen on Allen. Paul goes in. And that one's good. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Ball against Conley. Outside Randolph. Randolph gets the screen from Conley. Randolph gets to Conley. 6 to shoot. Pass to Allen. Back to Conley. The 3. Gets the bucket. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul with the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, he allowed him to get all the way to the rim, so actually a pretty good play to foul him and make him shoot free throws.
And then no choice really but to foul and stop the dunk. Don't let that happen.
And both free throws good for Prince. Here's Paul. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Conley the pass to Randolph. Conley sets a screen for Randolph. Back to Conley. He passes to Allen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 to shoot. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Randolph gets to Conley. He dishes it to Allen. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, the shot misses. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Reddick dishes to Paul. He drains the quick shot.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the 4th. Conley against Paul. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Gasol with the steal. Outside Randolph. Dishes it to Allen. Conley. Gasol, a screen on Dudley. Conley into the lane. Prince defended by Reddick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Prince's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 6. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Conley kicks to Allen. Back to Conley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, we've seen a lot of change in terms of what Mike Conley can do each year on the floor. He started out, didn't really have much of a jump shot, really improved in that area. Now he's playing with so much confidence that no matter what the circumstance during the game, he believes he can get the job done.
And one of the biggest ways he's made contributions to his team is by taking the ball away from the opponents. I mean, he's excellent with anticipation and quickness and tenacity, particularly at the point of attack.
Crawford drives in. From 10 feet out, it falls. And now they trail by just 4.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot. Sometimes it takes more than one defender on him down low.
2 shots. He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here is Conley. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Two-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 5. 17 seconds left in the game. "17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Paul nails both of them.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
There's Crawford with the 3. Trains it from downtown. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Paul. No good. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Well,